This is Dan from the FMV Archive, and we are welcoming you to another episode where we review the October 2025 release game Flam Evaw. I believe that's how it's pronounced. It's got a big cruise ship on it. I think this is an Asian dating simulation detective game. It is kind of hard to put this into its own category. There's a lot of wild stuff going on in this game. Right now it's only on Steam. I didn't find this anywhere else. I didn't find it on Good Old Games. I didn't see, it doesn't look like there's any plans for a console release. This is the tender tale of a detective who infiltrates a cruise ship to try to bring down a rainbow cult. Sure, we have seen it before, but have we seen it before with the largest amount of clues in any game ever recorded? I think not. Let us get into our 10-point system to find out if this is a game that you should be adding into your Steam library or wish list. I believe it was $7 when I purchased it. Anyways, look and graphics. The game looks very good. You're on a cruise ship. The one thing I hate about these Asian dating games is always a POV, first person. Not always. I mean, Vanity Fair, The Pursuit, that's actually a very good dating simulation game. This one is, and it just kind of irks me sometimes. The clues when you're looking for things, when you actually find them in your inventory and you're going through it and you're going through your relationship chart to see where you're at, that is really good. There is a really deep, almost RPG level stats and stuff that go with this game that is pretty much just a choose your own adventure. So looks great. I love the menus on this one. 10 overall for look and graphics. Number 2, the gameplay. Clues galore. Oh my God, if you want to sift through notes, sift through messages on phones, look at pictures, pick up clues, decipher them, splice the clues together to generate new clues. Your ship has arrived. No pun intended. I guess that isn't a pun, that's wordplay technically. But there's tons of different types of gameplay in here. Quick time events, finding clues, deciphering clues, making choices to find out what you want to be stronger at, whether it be, there are charts for all of this. There's relationship charts to see how well you work with the other women in this game. And you want more of a game than an actual just choose your own adventure, A-B selections, this is a great choice for you. 10 for gameplay. Number 3, the story. Okay, you're on this boat, you're a detective, and it's kind of a cult, and is kind of getting women there for something we really don't know at the beginning. Is this a weird sex cult? Maybe. Is it something for profit? Maybe. We kind of don't know. That's why you've infiltrated this cruise ship where this is happening. Pretty early on, you get discovered, and that's when the story gets very, very insane. Now, I didn't play. This is part of a detective series on this one. I haven't played the other ones, but what I did find, especially at the beginning, they're talking about a lot of people that obviously you would know if you played the previous games, but I didn't, so I didn't know who the hell these people were and why they mattered in this story, but they do. So you may get a little bit lost. May recommend playing the other games in this series before you play this one. Overall, the story is bonkers, which I like, but it's a little bit hard to follow at some points. I think it kind of skips over a couple things that may be fleshed out a little bit better. 7 overall for the story. Number 4, the dialogue. It can get a little bit hammy at sometimes. I don't know if that's the acting coming out like that or the actual dialogue. It is very quick. If you're not a fast reader, you're not going to be able to keep up with this one. They do not slow down their language to translate it. So there are a couple things that I might have lost in there. Dialogue's pretty solid, but like I said, it can be a little hammy, and these are kind of really heavy subjects that they're going over, so 6 overall for the dialogue. Number 5, the consequences. This kind of goes a little bit with the gameplay. There is a whole bunch of different story paths, storylines. One thing that's great about going back a little bit to the gameplay, you can go back right when you make a decision on the story tree and change it. If you didn't like the outcome from it, change it right there, you're good to go. I really enjoyed that. Your choices greatly matter, but are there too many? Are there too many clues? There might be too much stuff to do in this game. That is insane to say. Consequences of your decisions, easily a 10. There's a whole bunch of stuff in here that wildly changes the story and wildly changes how you get to that part of the story. Number 6, the acting. It's okay. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. I actually think the women are pretty good in this one. The guys, not so great. The evil guys aren't all that evil. They're not all that intimidating. I'm never intimidated by these guys, other than the fact that they may have beat me up, but it's not that great. 5 overall for the acting. Direction and cinematography. Nice shots. You're on a boat. It looks like you're on a boat. Doesn't look like you're just on dock there. Love the clue finding. The POV sucks. Can we please get rid of this? Tension is ratcheted up a lot more if we're doing this in the third person, not in the first person POV in here. It just, some of the shots just don't work like that. Especially fight sequences or any type of drama. POV is terrible for that. A lot of the sets feel cheap, but there is really good drone work on a couple of the shots, especially at the beginning of the game. Overall, direction and cinematography, pretty good. 7 overall for direction and cinematography. That leads us into number 8, the music. They actually produced songs for this. They sang things for this in English, which is very odd. And what's even more odd, I don't know that this is the thing, they just sprinkle in English phrases during this. Like, it totally, and it's just like all of a sudden, like, F off or something. It's odd, but I did find it odd that there's a full song in here that is English that definitely goes for just this game. Music is very good if you're into a good score. 9 overall for music. Number 9, inventiveness. What's new in this game? Multiple mechanics. QuickTime events, choose your own adventure, finding clues, splicing those clues together, kind of like they do in Dead Take. You get 2 of those clips, you put them together, you get a new clip. There's some of that in here. There's some deduction things. There's some choices to say, do you want to be better at technology or do you want to have better speech to try to get talk to people to convince them more? There's a lot of different ways to play this out and a whole bunch of mechanics. Like I said, it's almost an RPG game for finding a choose your own adventure, finding clues game, which is very odd. Totally inventive. It's up there with Surveillance on terms of making weird different choices in a game and having a bonkers story to go along with it. It's a 10 overall for inventiveness. Number 2, fun. How much fun did I have playing this game? I didn't have much fun. The story's just kind of boring, and it's very long. I didn't want to play the whole thing, and I did. I got the kitty ending on this, which I guess was satisfying, but it was almost like there's too much stuff to do in here. I just kind of want to enjoy the story at some points, and I just found myself like, oh, what clue goes with which one here, and I'm splicing them together, I'm getting new clues, and there's no way you can read all of the information that are in these clues. It is a massive Epstein file level dump of info that you're just never going to comb through all of it. It is a ton of stuff. If I'm playing Final Fantasy VII, I want a whole bunch of stuff. I didn't want the stuff here. It was too much. 2 overall for fun. Didn't enjoy it, although everything's done really well in it. So our final score is a 77 overall. But what is our final verdict? You may really like this game. If you like the Asian dating sims that want a story to go along with it, I think you'll really enjoy it. If you want just a story, you're not going to. If you love the details, if you love looking at something, finding those clues, and using your detective brain, this is definitely your game. Otherwise, you may want to look somewhere else. That said, you need to look nowhere else for FMV gaming. It is right here at the FMV archive. This is all we do, full motion video. We do walkthroughs, playthroughs, everything in between, including reviews like this. So if you like it, please hit like, please hit subscribe, and we will do a whole bunch more of these. Thank you, and have a great one.